welcome to The Way of the Heart, a study site for the Way of Mastery. My name is Dave Schock. I'm putting this site together. It's not an official Way of Mastery site. I'm a student, and really as one student to another. I've been so dedicated to this work for so long because it's the one thing that really spoke to me of the truth. In all my years of seeking because I just needed answers, this is the one thing that really held up the Way of Mastery teachings without omission, nothing left out, all the big questions answered, and without compromise either. There's no lack of willingness to look at something or to go through a process. That there are living practices as part of the Way of Mastery. It's not just a bunch of ideas. It's actually a way of transformation. The Way of Transformation is one of the main teachings, the name of it. So this is here to be a fellow student site, as it were, for other people who are interested in learning about these teachings. I've tried to put together, and I think I've done a reasonably comprehensive job of putting together all of the material of the Way of Mastery, which has been a lot of different things, or at least access to them. Like in the study resources page, that's kind of the main thing to look at in a sense on the site, because it has links to a lot of things. The Way of Mastery has 5 core texts, and the Way of the Heart, Way of Transformation, Way of Knowing, make up a 3-year study course. And it's really supposed to be done at that pace. And you shouldn't read past the Way of the Heart until you've completed a year's study and doing all the exercises of the Way of the Heart. So yes, read the Jeshua letters. Yes, read the Way of the Servant, but don't read the Way of Transformation or Way of Knowing until you've completed a year-long study of the Way of the Heart. So that's a very obviously involved process, but it doesn't mean that's all you can do with the Way of Mastery in the meantime. You can begin to understand and get to know the living practices. Love's Breath, the In the Name meditation, and this amazing transformational healing, I'll say healing, though it's not a legal term there, healing modality called radical inquiry. And if we call it healing the thoughts in our minds, Jeshua says somewhere in the Way of Mastery that all healing is a transition from thinking, identification with small mind, to identification with larger mind, higher mind, or Christ mind, which is also known as the observer. So radical inquiry is this amazing process, and we'll be doing more with radical inquiry as time goes by. Basically, this is a quick welcome to the site, and this site is set up by me, a student of Way of Mastery, for you, a student of Way of Mastery, as equals as we explore these things, find the discoveries that help, the doubts that we have along the way, and just a process of equality and studentship. So thank you for listening, and welcome to the site.